5:15, so I will call the Law and Ordinance Committee meeting to order. Roll call, Councilperson Baker.
Here.
Councilperson Grine. Councilperson Mendoza, here. I will move to excuse Councilperson Grine.
Second.
Second by Councilperson Baker. Roll call, Councilperson Baker.
Yes.
Councilperson Grine. Councilperson Mendoza, yes. Councilperson Grine has been excused from the Law and Ordinance Committee meeting. For meeting minutes, I will move to approve the previous Law and Order Committee meeting video minutes.
Aye.
Second. Second by Councilperson Baker. Roll call, Councilperson Baker.
Yes.
Councilperson Grine. Councilperson Mendoza, yes. The previous Law and Order Committee meeting video minutes have been approved. I have no items listed under open issues. For new business, I have review of seasonal alley closure at 210 South Main Street. And for context, I wrote, at the June 2nd council meeting, a proposed resolution authorizing the seasonal closure of the alley at 210 South Main Street was removed from the agenda via a unanimous council vote prior to its first reading and was subsequently referred to our committee by council president for review. The removal and referral were not prompted by opposition to the closure, but because event permit approvals typically do not require councilmanic action. Furthermore, the law director stated via email that the permit and street closure were properly granted and the legislation was presented for heightened transparency and to allow feedback. Do you agree that's a fair summary?
Yep.
So in my review, I noted our current event permit process balances public safety and business needs efficiently through the administration and without council involvement. However, I do believe it would be beneficial to establish a clearer distinction between temporary closures and seasonal ones. The current permit focuses on the size and impact of the event, but not necessarily the duration. So I would simply recommend that the administration review and consider revising the form itself to provide clearer guidance on what constitutes a standard or special event versus an extended duration event. And then more formally, I think we should recommend proposing legislation granting the administration authority to regulate right-of-ways for seasonal closures, like kind of not unlike the parklet legislation that we recently approved, right, if that makes sense.
Could we add to that parklet to add this? Or do we need its own legislation?
And we'll defer that to the law director and maybe lean on her expertise in how to prepare the proposal. I was thinking it could have its own section under that chapter beneath the parklet, or if we could just amend the parklet to include that as well.
Correct.
Okay. I think this would be a more efficient way to assure accountability than having to pass separate resolutions for each individual closure year after year. Okay.
If it was permanent, then we would have to do it.
Right, because we do those from time to time, but this particular situation doesn't want it to be permanent, just seasonal, but our event form doesn't really have a spot for an extended duration, so we'll just kind of have the administration take a closer look at it and tweak it if necessary, and then hopefully the legislation can kind of add that additional.
I agree.
Okay, so then I will move to recommend the administration review and consider revising its event permit form and related policies regarding the duration of closures and prepare proposed legislation granting authority to regulate alleys for seasonal closures.
To the administration.
To the administration. Right. And you second?
I second.
All right. Roll call, Councilperson Baker.
Yes.
Councilperson Grine. Councilperson Mendoza, yes. That motion has been approved. I will close this item out under new business. And I do not have any other new items under new business. Do you?
I do not.
Then we will move on to the public portion of our committee meeting. Is there anybody from the public that wishes to address this committee? Seeing none, the only miscellaneous item I have is that our next meeting will be held on Tuesday, July 21st at 5:15 p.m. here in council chambers. Do you have any miscellaneous items?
No, I do not.
Therefore, I will move to adjourn the Law and Ordinance Committee meeting.
I second.
Councilperson Baker for approval?
Yes.
Yes. Councilperson Grine, Councilperson Mendoza, yes. The Law and Ordinance Committee meeting has adjourned at 5:21.